Alright, we're back. We're going to try this one more time. Right now, as the field getting ready for qualifying, hopefully we can make it through the first lap instead of keep going down over and over. Right now, Ethan Sikorsky, top of the board. Logan Paul right now. He's down his qualifying time, top of the board, 21:50. Right now, Paul Sikorsky, Nitty Knert, and Henderson, your top five. Right now. Right now, we're just hoping we can get through the first lap. I really ain't trying to push it too hard for qualifying, even though qualifying is one of my favorite parts of the broadcast. Right now, Ward, Stanton, Fisher, and Maddox yet to get going. Well, right now, like Logan Paul will be the pole sitter for tonight with 12 minutes remaining. Alright. With that being said, hopefully YouTube stays with us long enough to get through this, race. As the field gets ready to go, starting lineup for tonight's 200 lap event. Goes as followed. Logan Paul, Ethan Sikorsky. Row 1. Mike Hauser, Mike Nitti Jr. will round off row 2. Ben Knert, Elijah Fisher, row 3. Row 4, Hernandez, Josh Henderson. Row 5, Jackson Hadaway, Travis Farmer. Jackson, one of them, has to win these next 2 weeks Kay Cannon, Ty Mosley rolls off row 6. Stephen Henning Jr., Tyler Stone, row 7. Row 8, Jason Williams, Chris Loda. Row 9, Jeffrey Peppers, Joseph Maddox. About row 10, Bobby Hadaway, Robert Wilhoit. Matt Siders, Colt Ward, row 11. And Aaron Stanton, race control for tonight. Alright. So far, so good. And I already see him mess up. Sorry, folks, my stuff's all out of whack. Alright. Take one more lap around. Alright, pace car in this time. Logan and Sikorsky. Never mind. Gonna take it around one more time. Field comes down. We're rolling for Richmond. Down back straight away. Logan out to the early lead over Sikorsky. They're going to come off of turn 4. Logan will lead the first lap. One of the new faces for tonight. Right now, Sikorsky right on the back bumper. Nitty, Knert, Hauser rounds out the top 5. Further back, Mike Hauser, one of them. If he can win tonight, he is going to Homestead regardless. Right now, Hot Shot Henderson right behind Hauser. Travis Farmer trying to make his way through the field along with Elijah Fisher. Further back. Right now, Logan falls back to second. Right now, Jay Cannon trying to make his way up to the field. Cannon knows that if he does not win in the next 2 weeks, his playoffs will more than likely be over unless something happens with Colton Ward. And right now, look at the front right now, fast out of the race on the 21.762. Right now, it is all Ethan Sikorsky leading. Right now, Punk, Unert, Nitting, and Hauser still the top 5. Henderson, Farmer, Fisher, Hernandez, Jackson, Attaway to top 10. Well, so far so good. 189 laps to go. Stephen Henning Jr., one of the drivers going to Menards Racing next season. Right now, trying to work his way through the field. Got Colton Ward right behind him. Ward already charging up through the field. Was there any surprise? Because right now, Ward will quit working. Stephen Henning Jr. set his sights on Joseph Maddox. Right now, your Colt Ward, you come into tonight as the gatekeeper for the Final Four. And if Hauser, Cannon, or Ward himself wins the night, again, they are going to the championship. In Homestead, if you're just joining us, points coming into tonight. Well, as followed, Mike Hauser, Elijah Fisher, Travis Farmer, Colt Ward, the top 4 right now in the points. After Darlington next week, we will find out who the Final 4 is. If you are Cannon, if you are Ward, Cannon, and Mike Hauser, if you win one of these next 2 races, you're the second one in the playoffs, you're going to Homestead. If you are Jason Williams, Jackson Hadaway, Chris Laota, or Stephen Henning Jr., if you do not win tonight, your championship season will be over. That is the points coming into tonight. That Darlington's going to be fun. 1.5-second lead over Logan. Right now they have broken away from Ben Kennert right now, 1.5 seconds back to the leader. Well, Josh Henderson, he ain't got nothing to lose as right now Henderson. We missed one playoff race. Said he planned on missing another one for a little vacation time outside of racing, so his playoff run ended early than expected, but no doubt it's been a hell of a year for Hotshot Henderson, sweeping the first two races, Daytona for the Inspired 250, and then going to Rockingham and winning that race. It had a strong first quarter of the season, of course. Kind of lost some momentum. Couple of bad runs through couple of bad stretches through the middle portion of the season. Came into the playoffs strong, but unfortunately it will not be a second return for Hotshot Henderson in the playoffs and in the Final Four. Right now, you think about it, the highest playoff driver right now, Travis Farmer, running in fifth. As Henderson almost loses it off corner exit. Right now, Ethan Sikorsky started second, but right now has led 20 laps so far tonight. Right now, lap leaders at the moment. Of course, Sikorsky and Poe right now. Sikorsky's led 21 so far tonight. Back after losing the points lead last week to Travis Farmer after a very vicious hit into the outside retaining wall in Nashville. Elijah Fisher trying to make up some ground, trying to regain the points lead, of course, unless something bad happens. And by something bad, I mean like he wrecks out and finishes down around outside the top 15. Then Elijah Fisher will more than likely be going to the Final Four, be going to Homestead to compete for a championship. Right now, he just has to make sure that tonight he finishes strong. Now he just has to finish in the top 12, and he should be good after that. If not, Darlington will be a stressful night next week, 4 to 16. The same can be said for Ward, for Travis Farmer, and Elgin, the same for Mike Hauser. Now Jackson Hadaway right behind him. Well, Jackson again, one of them has to win. Maybe could have pointed himself in if not for the wreck early at Michigan. But even then, it was going to be a bit of a stretch for Jackson to try to make it in. But nonetheless, the Speed to 8 has shown since the playoffs started. Been firing on all cylinders. Despite technical issues early in the race, knock on wood, but so far so good. Ethan Sikorsky battle for the lead. Lugging on the inside, Sikorsky. Sikorsky holds him at bay for right now. Sikorsky way up the racetrack. Give Ethan props, able to hold him at bay. Looking at the resettle, regroup. Ben Knert 2.3 seconds back, but for 0 Delta. What a hell of a start it's been, despite a rough run last week as Paul and Sikorsky continue to trade for the lead. But back to Ben Knert. And really, even before 0 Delta became a thing, the whole team firing on all cylinders themselves. Well, I have no doubt next season that team's going to come into their hold. They're going to be a lot more competitive. They are now going into next season, or right now logging the oval experience. Most of them only run road courses. So right now, thank for Knert, for Ben Milden, James McConnell, Dustin Waltney. It'll be pretty much learn this season, come back ready next year. Chris Lauder around. Off of turn 4, caution is out for the first time tonight. What happens to Lauda? This come at lap 40, 160 remaining. Oh, him and Bobby Hadaway, looks like they'll come together. Yep, Bobby into Lauda, just enough to send him around. Laps in, do you take tires? Do you stay out, get track position? Some do. Elijah Fisher will stay out. The field comes into pit road. Fisher and Justin Maddox stay out. Under this caution, Lauda will as well, just to get back on the lead lap quickly. Race off of pit road, give it to Logan Sikorsky, Ben Knert. Nitty and Farmer to top 5 off of pit road. Well, cautions breed caution. Is this the first one, or is there still several, or is this the only caution we'll get tonight? As we get set. Go back racing, it will be Fisher, Maddox, Sikorsky, Logan, and Knert in the top 5. Nitty, Farmer, Henderson, Mike Hauser, Jackson Hadaway still the top 10. We'll see if this is going to be a strategy car that works out for the Falcon Motorsports duo, or see if they'll fall back. We're back live, racing for Richmond. Maddox immediately spins the tires under the restart. Fisher immediately dropping back. Sikorsky and Logan will take back first and second. Then Knert rallying, trying to get third away. Right now, Nitty, Farmer, Hot Shot, Henderson, Joseph Maddox continues to drop back to 10th. Same for Elijah Fisher, stuck on the outside lane. Really a lot of help right now. Fisher's going to slide down to the bottom. We'll try to get in front of Farmer. Henderson's going to go around on the outside. Right now, Kane Cannon trying to work himself up to the field, up to 9th. Fisher continuing to drop back. Cannon's going to try to charge late in the going. See what he can do in that 5-hour number 9 machine. Right now it's still Ethan Sikorsky. Right now, top 5, top 4 non-playoff drivers. Biggest movers since the start of the race. Galt Ward up 9 spot, Peppers up 7, Will Hoyt, Farmer, Henderson 5 and 3. Fastest lap so far tonight, Josh Henderson with a 21.72. Ben Knert, Mike Nitty, Logan and Ethan Sikorsky. And it's the top 5 who laid down a fastest lap. That are the 5 fastest. As we keep going. Well, Ben Knert doing a hell of a job right now staying with him. Right now, 53 laps in, 148 laps to go. Couple drivers right now in the playoffs struggling at the moment to try to find a track position or to speed. Jason Williams right now running back in the 19th position. Chris Laota 22nd as we stand. Another one, Elijah Fisher, he's just praying for a caution. Right now, 12 lap run, 12 lap different on tires. 16 is hoping and praying that we get a caution at some point. Another one struggling tonight. Trying to find speed is the man right behind him, Stephen Henning Jr. Right now running in 17th. There's still Sikorsky and Logan leading the way. Ben Knert runs third. Hot Shot Henderson. Jackson Hadaway up in the top 5. line driver right now. Caution. Hold that statement. Caution out for somebody. We may be going to race control here. Aaron Stanton, you got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, what's up?
Who's this caution on?
Chris looped it around and was
Oh, he did? Okay.
trying to get back up on the track from the infield, so
Okay.
just to be safe.
Okay. Thank you. I was trying to find something. I'm like, I don't see nothing. Yeah, there it is.
I'm on it.
I know, I got you. Hell yeah. Slide through the grass. Already been a rough start for Chris Slide. It'll get even worse. 2 strikes. That'll be a drive-through penalty. 4 to 69, already 1 lap down. More than likely be going another one. Well, Elijah Fisher, this will be the break he needed, so as well as Sider and Justin Maddox. Going to be 17 lap difference in tires. We'll see how much that will come into play here. Right now, while we're under caution, we'll switch to the tower ticker to drivers the drivers' numbers who have a yellow background behind them are your playoff drivers. All right. Sikorsky, Logan Pup, Ben Knert, Hotshot Henderson, Jackson Hadaway, top 5. Diddy, Farmer, Cannon, Hauser, Colt Ward has made himself inside the top 10 tonight. It's been a bit of a struggle to really see Ward try to get up through the field. We'll see if the 42 has the speed to try to get up to the front and get him win number 6 of the season. And more importantly, a trip to Homestead, Miami. That's Sikorsky and Logan bring us down to the start. We're rolling again. Okay, Cannon around. Oh, big crash. Cannon's in it. Sider's in it. K. Cannon. Meatball flag. Mike Hauser as well. Big points. Implications right now. Mike Hauser's came to a stop. Same for K. Cannon. Chris Lloyd, I believe he may have gotten involved in this again. Man, oh man. For 2 drivers who 1 win would take them to Homestead, it has turned into a nightmare. Well, let's see what happens. The field coming off the restart. Oh, what in the world? So, oh, big shot by Hauser. Will Hoyt, Stone, Siders, Lyotta locks it up to keep from spinning. Locks it up to keep from home. What in the world happened to Mike? You can't ride on board with the 43. I mean, I don't know what happened. My God. Might the darn thing just quit pulling. Can't get it into gear. Transmission locks up and Hauser. Nothing he can do. Jason Williams gets a piece of this. This is going to throw a monkey wrench in the playoffs. You ain't going to throw a monkey wrench. You might as well throw the whole toolbox at it. All right, 1 to green. Sikorsky, Henderson, Jackson, Hadaway, Ben Knert, Travis Farmer, your top 5. Nitty, Henderson, Jeffrey Peppers, Hernandez, Colton Ward, Ty Mosley, the top 10. Josh Henderson going to try to get him a bonus point for leading a lap. Sikorsky brings it back down. We're rolling again. Jackson Hadaway off the wall just a little bit. No harm, no foul. 134 to go. Henderson falls back into second. From the highest of highs to the lowest of lows. You can't get a quick word with Mike Hauser. Mike Hauser, real quickly, what's the status on the 43? Stuck transmission? Or what happened?
I don't know, Garrett. I was on the restart going through the gears, and I put it in fourth. I know for a fact I did, and it just went to neutral. I was frantically, I was on the clutch trying to, pull it out of gear, back in, just anything I could do to try to get it to grab a gear, but it didn't. And unfortunately, by that point, Jeffrey just couldn't slow down. It's not his fault, though, and just got caught up in that. So I'm really sorry for whoever got caught up in that. It's 100% my fault. I don't know why that happened. I thought I grabbed fourth. So.
Well, Mike, let me ask you a question. First of all, very serious question, actually. Is a Logitech shifter?
It's not. It's a Fanatec.
Okay, well, then I can't help you there. I know mine, I will run H pattern. It would only register first and second, so I had to run a sequential. I not know if it was the same issue. But, buddy, a hell of a job up to that point. Look forward to seeing you next week in Darlington.
Thank you.
Darlington, of course. The lady in black. Who will she choose next week to dance with? And the most important question: which 4 drivers is she gonna choose to go to Homestead for a championship? Right now, Jackson Hadaway knows he has to win the next 2 weeks. Right now, up to third. Henderson out of it, but would love nothing more than return to victory lane. Caution again. Ty Mosley around off of turn 4 in the Mountain Dew Baja Blast Taco Bell, number 21. Fourth caution of the night. Kay Cannon will receive the free pass. So get Cannon right back in it, see what happened to Ty. I think going to be a similar situation. He may have had some help. No, he didn't. Just looped it on around. Had the wherewithal to gas it, not let it slide back up into traffic, take out anybody else. Nosed it into the wall a little bit. Other than that, car looks great. Well, Hot Shot Anderson in this time, along with Farmer Peppers. Couple other drivers in. Sider, Tyler Stone, Bobby Hadaway, Will Hoyt, Lauda, Kay Cannon to try to get some more damage fixed. No, actually, Cannon's wave around. He'll more likely stay out under this caution. The other one lost internet, so Logan out of this fight. Unfortunate, had a hell of a debut going. Right now, 13 laps down, more than likely. He is done for the night. All right, to re-rack it. Ethan Sikorsky, Jackson Hadaway, Mike Nitty Jr., Ben Knert, and Thomas Hernandez. A hell of a run for the Full Throttle Union driver in the 77 up to 5th. As we get ready for the restart. Pace cars in. Sikorsky back down. We're rolling again. Well, Sikorsky right back down to the bottom again. Jackson's going to try to get the run off the corner hillside in front of Nitty. 52 into the wall just a little bit. Right now, just join us for tonight. Give you a little bit of a race recap right now. Is Ethan Sikorsky leading for caution so far tonight. One lead change early on in the race. The race recap extra info. Lap leader so far tonight has been Ethan Sikorsky. Only 3 official lead changes. Wiggenpa had a hell of a run going until internet issues will derail tonight. 4001 Elijah Fisher. Off sequence a little, well, actually he is off strategy right now, up to 7th. Oh, Fisher hard off the wall. David Henning Jr. issues as well. Fisher's the wonder he did not toe out of it. He may have. Had to see how it plays on. Furthermore, the biggest gainers of the night so far. Ward up 16 spots. Jackson Hadaway up 7. Peppers Maddox share 5. Bobby Hadaway up 4. Right now, drivers who have had to make repairs tonight. Kate Kennan, 37 seconds he has spent making repairs. Bobby Hadaway, 26. Will Hoyt, 17. Chris Lota has managed to get away scot-free for the most part tonight. Pit strategy link. You can see it, drivers taking 4 tires in the top 10. You can see though, however, the lap since they pitted. Right now, Sikorsky still leading. Kate Kennan back to go another lap down, side by side for second. As Hot Shot Henderson looks to take second away from Jackson Hadaway. Kennan way up the racetrack. He'll go back another lap down. Right now, Henderson having a strong run. Jackson going to settle in on the bottom. Still plenty of time to go. A lot of racing left. Stephen Henning would say, a lot of baseball left. Right now, Stephen Henning back in 15th. Fisher up the racetrack, stuck behind Kate Kennan. 3 wide for the moment. Travis Farmer gets away. Mike Hauser has officially called it done for the night. And he will walk out of here. Walked in here to points leader, will walk out 22nd. It will drop probably right back down to the gatekeeper entering Darlington next week. Right now, Hot Shot Henderson all over the back of Sikorsky with 15 lap all tires. Henderson to the bottom, a little bit of a tap to the 94. Henderson not able to get there that time. Henderson again, another shot. Sikorsky tried to block it. Henderson right back to the bottom again. Big time loose side to 17. Sikorsky in the wall as well. right now. Josh Henderson to the top spot. Travis Farmer on the tear as well. Well, Farmer and, well, this is actually Henderson and Farmer are on a 21 lap run compared to Sikorsky's 55 on these tires. Same for Jackson Hadaway. Jeffrey Peppers as well on a lap 22 run right now in 6th. Right now, Harrison scoots away with it. 102 laps to go. Cade Cannon's going to go another lap down there for Cade. Well, it looked to maybe be a good day for Cade Cannon. Went bad after being involved in the first multi-car incident of the night. And it has gone from bad to worse as Cannon goes 2 down. With 99 laps to go. And it is Sikorsky Farmer, Jeffrey Peppers, Mike Nicky as Chris Laota through the grass again off of turn 4. I think Chris might be getting ready to call it a night. Had to wait and see. 98 to go. On further back, Colton Ward trying to make his way through the field. Really has not seen a lot out of Ward tonight. Well, that Sporky's having a hell of a ride as he right on the back bumper of Thomas Hernandez. Really, this is going to be Ward's chance to try to go ahead and lock in the Homestead. Darlington next week. Won't even get me started as Laota goes a lap down. Hernandez, a little bit of a bobble. Ward to the outside. Ward and Tadaway almost come together. Oh, there goes Ward hard into the wall. Ward is in it along with Hernandez. Good grief. Think him and Ty Mosey maybe came together. We'll see. Well, that is the 3rd driver. If he was to win tonight, he will be going to Homestead, Miami in 2 weeks' time for a championship. But now, with Mike Hauser's issues tonight, transmission issues causing a wreck, Cade Cannon 2 down. And now Colton Ward involved in an incident. Take this championship and dump it on its head is what you can do. About what's happened all chase season long, we'll look at what happened to Colton Ward. Hernandez gets to the outside, comes down, hooks Colton Ward. Ty Mosley gets a piece of this. In this sport, you got every right to be scared. Well, it'll bring the field into the pits. Ethan Sikorsky right now. Taking 4 tires. Hot Shot stays out, so you cannot get a word. Get a word with my buddy from up there in Michigan. Hot Shot Henderson. Garrett Jenkins up here in broadcast. Boo, do you got a copy, buddy?
Hey, buddy. It's good to hear you. How you doing?
Doing pretty good. Weren't you supposed to be on vacation?
That was, Tractor Supply business trip last week. Next week's vacation, man. We get a sandwich Richmond here in between the trips.
Oh, hell. A lot of tracks you could have picked. Well, buddy, right now, a little bit off sequence. So far, 32 lap run. Everybody else has pitted behind you. That make you just a little bit nervous, or do you feel confident in the 17's ability to stay at the front?
Really nervous, man. This is gonna be bad. This is gonna be. You're about to see me drop faster than a stone in a pond, man. This is gonna be terrible. But we kind of put ourselves in a bad spot, taking an extra set there. I only had 2 left. There's still about 100 laps to go. You know what I mean? So, just gonna have to take my medicine here, get everybody back on the same strategy. Hopefully, avoid any other kind of carnage and chaos. Should get another wreck here at some point, I would think. But yeah, we will. We'll see, man. Hopefully it all pans out, and we'll be able to get back up through there once we get a fresh set on. We did it last run there.
Well, buddy, best of luck. There was a bit of a dark joke in that sentence you said, but I'll text it to you, Larry. Don't think I can say it on the broadcast, but best of luck to you, buddy. Hopefully talk to you in victory lane.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you doing it. Have a great rest of your night, man.
You too, buddy. Three racket. Hot shot Henderson, Tyler Stone, Chris Lowe, a black flag. I had to assess that in a minute. We're rolling. Henderson, Sikorsky, Stone, Hadaway, Farmer in the top 5. Got the best restart you could ask if you're Josh Henderson. Not so much for Tyler Stone. Gonna be battling hard up the racetrack again. Almost getting to 3 wide. Stone loose off of 4. Hold on to it, buddy. Good grief. Sikorsky to the bottom. Well, Anderson dropping back. Not quite as fast as the Stone, but trying to hold on to the 3rd position. Going to go way up the racetrack. Going to lose about 2 more on top of it. As right now, Jackson Attaway for H&W Motorsports. By God, caution that again. Might nitty around. And a meatball flag for Strubles. Man. Another rookie making his debut tonight that had a strong car. Unfortunately. Oh, and Henderson, for Pete's sake. Man. I am not believing that. Gonna look at it here. Way up the racetrack. Whoops. Gonna get took 3. Slides up into Henderson. Around they go. Well, Josh Harrison in the pits this time. Caught Ward in. Ward's got damage she probably has to fix after contact with Hernandez earlier. 87 laps to go. Cade Cannon back in, so he can't go where with Cade. Don't think he's going to be a very happy camper, but we'll see. Cade Cannon, A Night from Hell keeps on going. Do you got a copy?
I got one.
Well, first off, how bad is the number 9 machine? If you get your laps back, do you feel like you can make a run at it?
I hope it's bad. We got left turn. We got no right turn. To hold the straight down the straightaway, it's a full 90-degree angle to the left, and then in the corners, it's like almost more than that. I just happen to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. Yeah, it is what it is. I just think it's funny that both races I've been pretty much taken out of any contention so far this playoffs. It's been by Falcon Motorsports, but it is what it is. Hopefully we have. How laps do we have? 100.
Take your
About
time. 86.
If things keep going the way it's going so far, fingers crossed. Engine on, hold on. Hold on. Okay, we're
hurry
good.
up.
But hopefully, you know, if things keep going a certain way, we'll be good. I'm just currently trying to get as much turn this car as I can now, because we got some more turn it now. Hopefully, we're almost back to straight on the wheel, so hey, in the right direction.
Well, I didn't think you hit that hard, but best of luck going forward. Hopefully getting 2 laps back and make something happen. If not, talk to you at Darlington. Hopefully winning the thing.
Thank you, thank you.
Yep. Black flag to the 52 does not matter. Sikorsky Hadaway, break us down. We're rolling again. Yeah, somehow that 94 can just jump to the restart. 84 to go. Ben Knert trying to take second away from it. Jackson Hadaway. Rest assured, if you're Jackson Hadaway, you don't care about Ethan Newman. To the inside. For the first time tonight, Jackson, I thought he was going to squeeze it. Jackson leads it in turn number 3. Not quite able to get it done yet. Of course, commentators supposed to be unbiased. And I try to be. I'm hoping Jackson can pull a rabbit out of the hat. Staying side by side with Sikorsky. Right now they're 12 lap stint, so both of them, this is about as even as you can get. Ben Knert, the road racer, trying to make something happen. Sikorsky got a top 3 car all night. Travis Farmer, Elias Meyer back. We'll switch tickers for a second if you just joined us tonight. If this is your first time watching, you don't know what in the world's going on. Drivers with the yellow background are the playoff drivers. Right now, 2 weeks time. Homestead Miami Speedway, 4 of the 10 will be fighting for a championship. And they got to go through Darlington next week. Jackson now on the outside lane trying to hold the 94 back. And he'll do it, getting to run off the corners. Oh, Stephen Henning Jr. knows that if he does not win tonight, his championship is over. Mathematically not able to points his way in and has to win the next 2 weeks. That's Sikorsky through the grass. What in the name of Mike? Ethan Sikorsky, the dominant car of the night, has gone around off of turn 4. Caution. Don't tell me there's another wreck. Probably just for Ethan. If you're Aaron Stanton, race control next door, you hate to see it when one of your cars spins out to the grass. Yep, contact with Jackson, around Sikorsky goes. Man. So you can't get a word with Jackson Hadaway so far. Jackson Hadaway, Garrett James up here, broadcast booth guy. Copy, buddy.
What is up, Garrett?
Well, the way I talked to you earlier today, the car was not as good as what it looks right now.
Ain't gripping.
This thing's ripping.
Whoa!
Yeah, hey, watch out. 52 coming to the outside.
I know, holy crap.
Well, I ain't got to remind you of the scenario. Win the next 2 weeks, and you're into the Final Four. If it comes down to it, what does the 8 have to do to get the win tonight?
We got to be in this position right here for the next 2 weeks. Right where I'm at right now.
Poor Ben Canert in front of you.
I'm just trying to hold on right now. My arms are hurting.
Son, you are 15 years old. Your arms are hurting.
Yeah, I'm gripping the crap out of this steering wheel now.
Well, buddy, won't keep you very long. About to go back green here. Best of luck. Hopefully we'll talk to you in victory lane.
Gosh, I hope so, Garrett.
All right, buddy. Best of luck here on out.
All right, see ya.
Yep. Can't get another word. With one of my other favorite buddies and soon to be leaving me at season's end to go to Paul Menard Racing. All right, Steven, we're going to keep this non-jinxing as possible.
I'll give her a shot here.
Yeah, we'll give her a shot. Right now, the highest running Canadian in the league. Car looks pretty good. It doesn't have what it takes to pull off a miracle.
Well, we're hoping so. The body's hurting quite a bit in here, but we're fighting through her. We got about, I think, 40 seconds worth of damage early on. It's a right front issue, but I mean, this thing's still badass fast, so let's get it.
Badass fast, I like it, buddy. Get one more win for Inspire before you head out in 2 weeks.
Thank you. Have a good rest of your race up there.
You too, buddy. All right, Canert, Jackson Attaway, brainless down, 74 to go. You gotta think, what's Travis Farmer gonna think coming into this? Right now, third in the points. Coming into tonight. Of course, if you knew again, the points coming into tonight. Lord have mercy is going to dunk on his head after tonight. Mike Hauser, the points leader, out for tonight. Colton Ward has faced issue, comes in as the gatekeeper. In that fourth and final spot, Cade Cannon, 20th, 2 laps down. As right now, Canert scoots away with it. Well, for Ben Canert, of course. What can you say about this guy? Came to Daytona for the road course at least. Led all 35 laps. En route to his first win. Unfortunately, not able to make the playoffs. But Jason Williams, meatball flag, hold the phone a minute. And another playoff driver. Caution is out for the 8th time tonight. And this will more than likely be the end of the night for Jason Williams. And unfortunately, the end of the night. Stephen Henning Jr., hold up. What in the name of Mike? Aaron, what in the world is going on?
Oh no, there must be a full moon or something.
Well, last time I saw was it overcast. Alright, well, first things first, I'll let you get back to your race control duties. We're going to see what happens here. First to Jason Williams and then Stephen Henning Jr. Just locks it up. Still unsure what happens. Oh, bam. That's what happens. Well, that happens to Williams. Now, what in the world happens to Stephen? Oh, Elijah Fisher. Hold up. Stephen throwing it on for dear life there. Sikorsky tries taking 3 wide. I need another look. From the crash chopper cam. Oh, well, Henderson completely annihilates him. And I didn't think I jinxed him. That Fisher across Stevens' nose. Maybe it is a Fisher make contact with the wall. Yes. And there's I refuse to believe that is where that meatball came from. It is. Look at the wheel. Good God Almighty. Towed out for sure. For Steven Henning Jr., his season from hell continues. All right, new faces and new places. Jackson Hadaway, the leader. Travis Farmer to his outside. 1, if he can survive the next 2 weeks, he'll be going to the Final Four. That would be Travis Farmer. For Jackson Hadaway, if he can win tonight in Darlington, he'll be going to the Final Four. Jeffrey Peppers has had a quiet night in the 24 machine. Robert Wilhoit, involved in the multi-car crash earlier in the race, has worked himself up to 4th. And Ty Mosley has had his troubles tonight. Sikorsky back in it, dominated the early portion of the race. Back in 6th, Maddox, Bobby Hadaway, Matt Siders, Tyler Stone, the top 10. They're going to delay it. Oh, no, 1 to green this time. Lord have mercy. Stephen Henning Jr. will call it a night. And with that, Jason Williams and Stephen Henning Jr.'s hopes for a championship will come to an end. He can't get a word with Jason Williams. Jason Williams, Garrett Jenkins down here at broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy.
I got you, Garrett.
I just happened to just look at the message right whenever I pulled you in, but
I got plenty of time.
well, first off, take me through what happened off of turn 2 from your perspective.
Well, that 77 car blinked, and I had so much rear brake in it, it kind of got a little bit loose with me there, and I kind of gathered it up. And I think when I come up on the track there, the 44 just kind of doored me a little bit and sent me in the inside wall there. So that's how it is. And got 4 minutes and 40 seconds of required and 5 minutes of optional. So
Buddy,
it is what it is, Garrett. We've had a good year, and this is probably going to end my playoff run. But shoot, I'm happy. I've had a good time.
Buddy, I got to ask. Of course, you mentioned it, and more likely the playoff run is going to come to an end as caution is back out again. I believe it will be for Josh Henderson spinning off of turn number 2. But how will you look back at the season? It's been a very consistent season for H&W Motorsports. Unfortunately, one of your 2 is out of the fight. The other one battling for his championship for dear life. How will you look back on this year?
Well, I think we've all had a pretty good season. You know, Jackson, he's right behind me, I think, in points there. And I'm a lot better than I was last year. Probably, I don't know, maybe 80% improvement from last year. I just can't be more happier. I mean, I got fast cars, got good teammates, and shoot, Jackson's looks like he's the leading here now, so we're gonna cheer him on and see if we can get him in the hunt there.
All right, buddy. Appreciate your time tonight. For Jason Williams, the night and the championship will come to an end. Appreciate your time, buddy. A hell of a job this year.
Thank you, Garrett. I appreciate all you do, and I think I'm gonna head up the stairs and sit in the booth with you.
All right. Well, pull up a seat.
Thank you.
Yeah. Right now, getting set to get back going. Jeffrey Peppers, Ty Mosley stays out. Lone Sikorsky, Will Hoyt, Joseph Maddox. Hell, everybody. But Farmer and Jackson Hadaway stays out. And Jason, I will ask you this: how has the track been up to a handling standpoint? A lot of issues off of 2 and 4. Obviously, I hate to say it, but you found that out a short while ago. How has the handling been so far for these cars, and what can we expect as the run's getting longer here with 60 to go?
Well, I think if the cloud cover had come out, my car done a lot better with it, you know, cloudy. But when that sun come out, you just didn't have no drive off the corners. I had to have so much rear brake in it to get it to turn in the turns. You know, if I had to stab on there like I did, it just got the rear end loose. So, but it's definitely slick off. Probably 50, 60, 70% throttle, and once you get straightened up, then you can get on it pretty good.
Right now, and what it seems like it's been the first time since the playoffs started, only one driver in the top 10. Colton Ward. Well, one driver that's still in the playoffs hunt. As right now, Peppers, Mosley, Will Hoyt, Sikorsky, Ben Knert. We're rolling. Time Mosley way up the racetrack. Sikorsky right back down to the bottom, spinning through the grass earlier, trying to rebound. Right now, Mosley draws back, Peppers out front. And really, Jason, how hard has it been? You take new tires, but you're mired back deep in the field. How difficult has it been just trying to make track position back up?
Well, for me, it was a little more difficult. I think I was trying to save and stay out of trouble more than some of these guys are that don't really have nothing to lose. But you just couldn't really make much track position racing. You had to get it in the pits.
Right now, Elijah Fisher's worked himself back up to the 9th spot after contact with Steve Henning Jr. earlier tonight. Meanwhile, battle for the lead. Ethan Sikorsky, who has dominated the earlier portions of the night in the first half. By God, caution that again. Now, who in the world's back? Chris Lyotta. Been a rough night for Lyotta.
I don't know how many laps we got left here.
54.
54. That's a long ways to go on this track.
You ain't lying. Well, see what happened to Chris Lyotta. Sorry, did not mean to cut you off there.
No, good. You're good.
Again, been a night from hell for Chris Lyotta, as has been a lot of the playoff drivers. I think at some point every playoff driver has been bitten tonight. Yeah. Oh, Colton Ward went around. Come on, Colton. Did you expect tonight to throw the curveball like it has to these drivers tonight?
Not really. We've had some good drivers that's having issues, and they're always fast. Yeah, it's just, I guess it's the same for everybody. It don't matter how good you are.
Cade Cannon back in. Of course, Cannon fighting issues from the multi-car incident earlier in the race. Just trying to get the wheel back straight.
Cade, he's got, I don't know how many lucky dogs he's got so far tonight.
Feeling very lucky, but ain't going to need all the luck he can get going into next week for Darlington. And, of course, Jason, we've been to Darlington before. They don't call her the lady in black for nothing. I can't say what I want to say, but you can kind of understand where I'm going with this. Darlington next week is going to be very difficult for the remaining playoff drivers.
Yeah, that'll be an interesting race for sure. I'm definitely not good at Darlington.
Oh, come on, man.
I like to get the stripe on the car, as they say. I had a good-looking car, though. I appreciate Robert for hooking me up with my paint this week, and I hate I scratched it and bent it up, but
it is Richmond. So far from well, of course I can't hear the radios. I'm sure our pit reporter Aaron Stanton has probably heard a lot over the radios tonight. But the field getting ready to go back to green. Sikorsky, Peppers, Ty Mosley, Ben Knert, Robert Wilhoit, the top 5. Joseph Maddox, Elijah Fisher, Falcon Motorsports, 6th and 7th. Jackson Hadaway, Travis Farmer pitted under the second most recent caution, up to 9th and 10th. As we get set to go back, 50 to go.
Lot 21 got a bad restart.
Really bad restart. So did the 6. Right now, Maddox and Will winner enter side by side. Sikorsky, Peppers side by side for the lead. Jeffrey Peppers really has came into his own as of late over the last couple weeks. Speed back in that 24 machine. And Jason, what can you say about Ben Knert, the top 3 car all night?
That's a good job on his part. That's all I can tell him. Congratulations.
Right now, the road course ringer trying to get his first win on the ovals. Not even a road course ringer, more the SVG of the sport, but the series really. And right now, 49 to go. Sikorsky will lead his 96th lap. 52 in trouble again. Meatball damage to Mike Nitty Jr. Keeping it rolling.
Oh, Colton's around, looks like.
Jason, be sure you're caught up live here.
I might be back some here.
You said what, buddy?
They're calling me to the car, so put me back down there, and I might go out there and make a few laps.
All right, buddy. Best of luck from here on out, and again, congratulations on what's been a hell of a season for the 40 team.
Thank you, Garrett.
Jason Williams will get strapped back in, try to make a few more laps, get a couple of positions back. However, the championship will be gone for the H&W Motorsports driver. Right now, the other H&W Motorsports driver. Right now, trying to pull off a miracle. It is Jackson Hadaway battling with Travis Farmer, both of them on the same run and some of the freshest tires out of the field. Jackson underneath Joseph Maddox. But this will be for the 6th spot. He's going to get clear, going to look inside Elijah Fisher. Right now, Fisher, have all eyes, will take the points lead back from Mike Hauser. Fisher, big time loose off of 4. About a foot long off of that wall. Fisher got close, got even closer there. 3 wide, going to enter turn 3 to 52 to the bottom. Fisher way up the racetrack again, going to give it to Hadaway. Oh, Jackson's around! And he's going to get nailed by Bobby Hadaway. Chris Lauda involved in it again. Dang. Jackson Hadaway. Done for the meatball damage, done for a night. His dad involved in this. Bobby Hadaway, meatball damage to both machines. And with that, the championship will not be going to Jackson Hadaway this year. That number 8 machine crunched up. God almighty. We'll take a look at it. I ain't gonna lie, that one there hurts my heart just a little bit. Look back at it from the blimp cam. Cade Cannon gets a piece of this. Well, really, the 52 being to the bottom, I don't think Jackson had the line he wanted. And turn 4 strikes again, and bam! Dear old dad right into the side of him. Chris Oda locks it up. Cannon does not get involved in this in that 5-hour energy number 9 machine. Yeah, you got the feel for him. Of course, I apologize, showing being a little bit biased towards drivers, but I'll say barely made his way into the playoffs. And since we started, all the way back in Kansas, the 8 was firing on all cylinders, had a hell of a run at times, should have, would have, and could have won. But this year will not go to Jackson Hadaway. And at the front, Ethan Sikorsky, Elijah Fisher, Travis Farmer, Colt Ward, Hernandez, and Thomas Hernandez all stay out under this caution. This is from 13 to 36 lap runs. 40 laps to go. It is getting down to the point, as you see the Raging Idiot Racing Network pit strategy report. What are you willing to do? Especially when you have second, third, and fourth in the points restarting. Holy cow. Second, third, and fourth. Aaron Stanton, coincidence? I think not. Gotta give Aaron a little bit here. He's had a rough night as race control. Well, if you think the night's been rough, still got Darlington to go next week. Next Monday night. And then, of course, the championship finale. Live from Homestead Miami Speedway. Sikorsky, Fisher, Farmer, Ward, Hernandez. That rolling again. Fisher not going. Terrible restart for Elijah Fisher. Going to hold up Colt Ward. Farmer down to the bottom of freshest tires. Out of anybody. Fisher on the racetrack. Sikorsky loose off of 4. Fisher dropping back a little bit more. Ben Knert back up inside the top 5. Got to think, how will teammates play out here? Sikorsky and Ward, part of the Loners. Travis Farmer, Velocity Motorsports. How is the championship going to work out? Right now, Ward battling with Ben Knert. Well, Knert on the 5-lap fresher tires. The 46 is coming. 0 Delta looking for their first win tonight. And will it come with Ben Knert? I just wish you had Ben Milton up here in the booth right now. Yeah. Knert for second. There's another caution now, and there just might be one. But there's another caution now. Sikorsky's going to be praying for it. 42-lap run on this stint of tires. Jeffrey Peppers right behind them. 7 laps along with Knert. Down the back straightaway again. Hot Shot Henderson back up to 6th. Oh, Knert around. Saves it. No, they don't. Lyota around again. God almighty. Hey, Cade Cannon. Back on the lead lap. in the world happened to Ben Knert? 12th caution of the night. And folks, if you're wondering what in the world's going on, believe me, this is short track racing with all the cautions. Short track racing at its finest. Trust me, I know. Going into turn 3, Knert. Thought he would have been able to get in front of Farmer, I'm assuming. Unfortunately, just a little late. Twelfth caution of the night. And Travis Farmer, for the first time tonight, will be the leader. Have a hot shot back into this. So you can't get another update from K Cannon. Well, K Cannon, welcome back to the lead lap. Is it any better?
We'll find out. We've got no damage anymore. We still got some mild wheel damage, but other than that, we got all the other damage fixed. So now we can actually full send it down and hope for the best.
Well, buddy, buddy, look, you know me. Now, you've known me for a long time now. I used to call you Nitro Circus for a while. So hold on, just let me motivate you a little bit. You got 2 weeks. Homestead, Miami. We know you're going to be there. You're back on lead lap. The car's semi better than what it was. Why don't you just get your butt through the field and win this thing and go to Homestead for a championship? How does that sound?
Oh, you trust me, boy. I'm full sending it now. Well, I mean by full send, I mean full send up. I won't wreck myself, but we're full sending it.
Well, that 5-hour energy kicking in now, ain't it?
Oh yeah, boy. ain't no arm itching up in here now.
Well, I swear, 5-hour energy and Subway right in front of you. What more could you want? Best of luck to you. Hopefully we'll talk to you at the end of this thing.
Thank you.
Ain't nothing like it. Kicking the butt to get him going. And at the front, Ty Mosley. And up and down night for the 21. He'll have hot shot to his outside. We're rolling again. 29 to go from Richmond. Ty Mosley not going. Henderson gone. They don't call him hot shot for nothing. He is gone up to almost a half a second lead, just over half a second now. The field thunders down the back straightaway. A couple of drivers coming together. In a wall a little bit further back. Joseph Maddox up to third. Mosley still falling back, almost wrecks it. Oh, Hernandez around. Through the grass, no caution yet. Gets the bat rolling. At the front, Josh Henderson knows that next week his playoffs will officially be over, trying to end it on a high note. How about Chris Loda's ranked about 10 times tonight and is back in the top 5. 3 wide, Mosley stuck between Ward and Peppers. Home Ward trying to make some ground up. Fisher and Farmer mired deeper back in the field. But right now they're worried about grabbing his points lead. Oh, there goes Ward. There goes Loda, big time. Goodness. Ty Mosley, meatball damage, and the night is done for the 21. Sparks dragging, massive suspension failure underneath that 21 machine. I can tell you what's wrong with it, but I've been naming parts off all day. Go back and see what happened. I think Ward may have gotten into the 69. Nice. We'll see. Nope, Chris just gets loose. Ward comes up. Ah, that's hard to call. That is hard to call. Well, Iota loose there. Ward's coming up, trying to run his normal line off the corner. They just come together. Questionable damage to that 42 machine. Ty Mosley, however, boom. Right into Iota. And another twist in the championship. It is unbelievable the amount of championship drivers who have had issues tonight. The amount, how about all of them? Well, if you just joined us and you're wondering what the race update is, well, let's run it down for you. This was the points coming into tonight. Now, take a look at this top 10 and take a look at the ticker on the left-hand side of the screen. Mike Hauser, the points leader, done early for the night. He will finish 22nd. Stephen Henning Jr., Jason Williams, their playoffs hopes has officially came to an end following incidents tonight. Cade Cannon has been a night from hell just trying to get back on the lead lap and get the car fixed. He's back at 11th. Elijah Fisher's been around. Everybody on this board right here has been involved in something in some way, shape, or form. If it tells you anything, it makes me want to go to the AMC Theater in Jacksonville, North Carolina and get a bucket of popcorn and come back to the house and eat that popcorn and watch it. So this has been a night. And it still ain't over with. Aaron Stanton, 22 laps to go. Is the intensity about to pick up more?
I'm so done, Garrett. There is no way we should be having this much trouble around Richmond. There is absolutely no way, dude.
Does it give you comfort that your brother's up at the front?
He's on old tires.
Well, what? Okay, well, thank you, pit race reporter, for giving me that information. He ain't on old tires. He's on the same amount of tires as everybody in the top 5.
Not Ethan. Ethan's on the fresher side.
Well, that's your driver. We know your favoritism.
I mean,
All right, buddy. Best of luck for next one lap.
all right.
And Henderson, gone again. Down back straightaway, hot shot out. Just under a half a second. Ethan Sikorsky and Ward are coming. Oh, one car off the wall further back. Sikorsky almost wrecks it. Saves it. Hell of a save by Ethan Sikorsky right now. Henderson's still trying to get away. Do you blame him? No, not the slightest. Ward up to third. Side by side with Ben Kennard, who's right back in it again. The Sporky is coming. Guy getting around Tyler Stone. Ward is coming. Sikorsky trying to rebound Maddox off the wall. "17 laps to go." Right now, Stone not making it easy on Colt Ward. It's going to be 16 next time by. They have ran down Josh Henderson back down to 4/10 of a second. 17 to go, make it 16. Ward to the inside, Tyler Stone. Ward up 20 spots where he started tonight. And this could be, if he can get rid of Henderson, this might be the biggest win for Colton Ward and Inspired. 15 to go. Right now, Ward faster across the last 5 laps. 2/10 the last lap. We're going to see it again right here. Ward to the inside, not quite able to get it done yet. Oh, Henderson ain't going to make it easy. 13 to go. This time. Ethan Sikorsky up to 4th. Trying to rally back to have a say in this win. Ty Mosley will call it a night. Into 21. Ward dives it to the bottom. Not able to get there. Colton Ward trying to be the first driver to lock his name in the Final 4. Gonna try exit. Gonna see if he can get in the run. Down the back straightaway, gonna cross him over. Ward to the inside. Gonna use Henderson up a little bit. 11 to go. Sold out crowd in Richmond, Virginia, and this is what they wanted to see. Ward around Henderson. Colton Ward to the top spot for the first time tonight. Can't believe I'm saying that about Colton Ward. Has not led a lap until 10 to go. 10 to go for a date at Homestead with the possibility of a championship. Can you imagine not having the stress of next week to go through Darlington? Fisher up to 4th. Right now, if he can finish there, he'll be in probably the best spot out of anybody other than Ward going into Darlington next week. 8 to go. Sikorsky closing. You got to think, 2 teammates, first and second. One a playoff driver with a chance to go to Homestead, the other one not. How hard will Sikorsky push this? 8 to go. Yeah, 4/10. Sikorsky 9/10 of a second. 9/10 of a second. Good grief. 9,000ths of a second faster that lap. Slower that lap, actually. This time, Sikorsky 5,600ths of a second faster. Henderson, big time loose off of 2. Gonna let Fisher get to the inside. Well, right now, if points were as they were entering in, you throw Colton in, Travis Fulmer would be on the bubble entering next week. Of course, we won't know that officially till next week. Well, actually, I can do the math. I might be here all night, but I can get the math done. Chris Lauda. Never mind, he's good. We're fine. 4 to go. Next time by for Colton Ward. Well, of course, when Shane Orr left the league about midway to point this season, you wondered who was going to take the mantle. Who was going to be the dominant one afterwards. And I think there was no questions asked when it came to Colton Ward. But last season, of course, my pit reporter, Aaron Stanton, taking a season off to do race control duties. But you got to think back to Michigan last year in the ARCA Series. Stanton able to hold off Hart and Ward in a thriller at Michigan. All the battles Colton and Shane Hart had. In the battles he's had this year. 5 wins this year. He will see 2 laps to go. Sikorsky still right there with him, trying to make something happen. The gap, 2/10 of a second. He will see the white flag. Half a second between Ward and Sikorsky. 1 to go. Through 3 and 4 for the final time. Was not able to make the championship last year, missing it by 1 race, but went on a tear. This season, however, he will rewrite that wrong. Colt Ward will be going to Homestead for a championship. Sikorsky, Fisher, Henderson, Ben Knert, the top 5. Tyler Stone, the top. No, Knert got it. Colt Ward with probably the biggest win in his career in Inspired. When Jackson Hadaway, that Ward's gonna burn it down, boys. Colt Ward, what can you say? Well, Aaron got one of his drivers in the Final Four. I think that's all that matters. Jackson's going to kill him. For Jackson Hadaway and Chris Lauda and Josh Henderson, their championship hopes will come to an end tonight in Richmond, Virginia. Colt Ward keeps his alive. Colt Ward, welcome to the Final Four.
Hello.
Take me through it. It was not an easy night for the 42. How were you able to keep your head in it?
Just, when you get your damage, you just come and repair. That's what I did all night. Yeah. Felt like I would get near the top 10, and then either we'd come in and we'd come back out in, 20th, and then I got back into the top 10, I get damaged, I go back to 20th.
And it's going to end pretty damaged as he is. My buddy it's been a good season. 6 wins now of the season. We mentioned it earlier. Missed it by 1 race last season in what could have possibly been a championship run. 2 weeks' time, you'll be going for a championship at Homestead. I'll ask you these 2 questions and then the third one to end all interviews. The first question, is this what the 42 needed to make a run at the championship? The second question to go with it, how much of a relief is winning tonight, going to the Final Four, and not having to put up with Darlington next week?
I guess it helps. I like Darlington. It last week was a bummer. At was that Nashville?
Yeah.
Or is that?
No, that was Nashville.
Yeah, I jumped the start there, so that kind of hurt. So I had to get some payback right here.
Well, buddy, it was a hell of a job tonight, up and down. You will walk out of here. You'll walk out of here leading the final 11 laps, but it will be enough to upset your teammate, who ironically led 111 laps.
Yeah, I was following him for that charge right there.
Well, buddy, you'll be going to the Final Four. Last question I got before I let you head out of here. Anybody you want to thank? Friends, family, sponsors, etc. The floor is yours.
I'm going to thank the caution gods for this one. Kept me in it.
Well, buddy, hell of a job tonight. Colt Ward, 6th win of the season, and more importantly, he will have a chance for a championship 2 weeks from now. Appreciate your time, buddy. A hell of a job.
Thank you.
Get Ethan Sikorsky in the booth. Well, Ethan Sikorsky will dominate tonight, leading 111 laps, but will come up 1 spot short. Ethan, what more did you need?
Not to get loose off of 2, and yeah, just the little mistakes, but apparently a lot of people are not very happy with how I was racing, but you know what I gotta say, it's just like run your race. I don't know. So like I don't get it. Like God forbid I be aggressive, right?
Well, buddy, I got to say, how much was it in the back of your mind as the laps ran down? You're trying to catch your teammate. Was it in the back of your mind on how do I go about this? Colton obviously needing a second win in the playoffs to go to the Final Four. Was that in the back of your mind, or
A
was
little
it
bit.
just trying to win tonight?
A little bit. I mean, if I could get to him, I might have nudged him a little bit, but I wasn't gonna ruin his race. But yeah, just whatever.
Well, buddy, a hell of a job tonight. Last question I got before I let you head out of here. Anybody want to thank friends, family, sponsors, etc.? The floor is yours.
Thank you, Garrett, for putting on a good broadcast. Hope you enjoyed it.
It was short track Saturday night on a Monday night, so it was a hell of a night. Appreciate your time, buddy. Ethan Sikorsky will lead 111 laps, but will come home second tonight. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Well, it was an up and down night for the driver at the 16. Elijah Fisher, take us through the night. More importantly, third place run will put you in a very good spot, entering arguably the toughest track on the circuit with Darlington next week. Where's the confidence level and how do you assess the night?
Oh man, the night was kind of brutal. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, we dodged a lot of wrecks and just got a couple scrapes and fenders bent on our car, but we came out in one piece. I just tried to race everybody pretty clean and everything. I know it kind of went in with a little more of a defensive approach, at least, to not lose a ton of spots, and none of that really mattered. It was about getting those tires on for those last 30 laps and just kind of cutting our way through the field just one by one, being patient on it. Yeah, Darlington's gonna be interesting because that's gonna shred the tires even more than tonight did.
Well, buddy, I'll ask you this, and of course we know calm, cool, collected as ever, kind of your MO. But I will ask, Colton winning, if of course we don't know what points are right now. We'll know next week. Of course, we know that the picture thickens even more with a couple gone, but still two drivers, one of them your teammate, one of them Colton Ward's teammate, Mike Hauser, Kay Cannon. One win can define their season. I will ask though, is the pressure, is there a little bit of pressure going into next week, knowing that if it doesn't go right and one of them two wins, it will be either you or Travis Farmer eliminated? Is there a little bit of pressure with that statement mounting 4-16, or do you feel like you'll have enough to try to get the job done and return to the Final Four for the second straight year?
Yeah, I mean, I try to stay calm, cool, and collected, but there's obvious times when you're actually racing where it's hard to do that sometimes. And Darlington's one of those tracks that I think if you get a little overconfident, sometimes it's going to take that confidence away. And if you're low on confidence, it can take the confidence away. So you just gotta. It's just the same things that would happen today. I just gotta try to avoid those wrecks a little bit better and be on my toes a little bit more, because tonight we almost had it ended a couple of times, and I just have to monitor that. I need to work on some pace lately. I think our car lately, I don't know what it's been. We've been really slow in practice. We've been kind of iffy in qualifying, and just the first run has just been really just a big struggle lately. And I need to get some of that figured out and maybe hit some more practice laps. But these guys are getting quicker, but we're also getting a little impatient on some throttles, and that's making me really nervous with how next week is. So, I'm just going to keep in the same mindset. Just got to run my race, and whoever wins, wins, and whoever gets in, gets in. And at the end of the day, God is good. And so we're going to just focus on for now.
Well, buddy, a hell of a job. Last question I got before I let you head out of here. Anybody you want to thank, friends, family, sponsors, etc.? The floor is yours.
Yeah, obviously got to thank the Heavenly Father for letting us be able to do this. I gotta thank Mom for watching, all the fans, obviously, all the guys that are checking out the YouTube and everything. Make sure to sub if you had fun, and if you didn't have fun, you can sub anyway. Give Garrett some love.
Yeah,
But,
I got the missus to finally look at a race, so she can go sub to that. But hell
yes,
of a
sir.
hell of a job tonight, buddy. Appreciate your time. Look forward to seeing you next week in Darlington.
Thank you, Garrett. I'll try not to cause any more wrecks for that one.
Jeez.
I don't think I did any tonight, but
Yeah. All right, buddy. Best of luck tonight, or best of luck next week.
thank you.
Yep. With that being said, let me choose my words here very wisely. Whatever you got next week, next Monday night, cancel it. And I mean that in all seriousness. Cancel it. Got a date with the missus. Tell her we're going to have to wait till Tuesday. Got a date with the husband. We're going to have to wait till Tuesday. If you got to walk the dog Monday night, you tell it to wait. Grab the beer, grab the chips, kids sticks to the sodas. Next week, Darlington. Do not miss it. The final results as followed for tonight after 200 long laps. Colton Ward going to victory lane, and more importantly, will be going to Homestead for a championship. Ethan Sikorsky, his teammate Dominic Carr tonight, will settle for second. Elijah Fisher, third. Hotshot Henderson, his playoffs will end tonight. Finishing fourth, Tyler Stone, Ben Kennert, Robert Wilhoit, Joseph Maddox, Jeffrey Peppers, the top 10. Travis Farmer, if I was him, would be a little bit nervous walking into next week. Cade Cannon knows what he has to do next week as well. If Cannon has to win Darlington or his championship will come to an end. Jackson Hadaway, Chris Loda, Mike Nitty Jr. will come on 15th. Matt Siders, Bobby Hadaway, Jason Williams championship ends tonight. He will go on to next week to try to win Darlington. On further down to the rest of the field. Ty Mosley will come home 19th. Steven Henning Jr., what has been a hard season for the 20 or for the 78, will be eliminated from the championship contention following tonight. Logan Puh, after internet issues, will end the 0-1's night of possibly stunning the field. And Mike Hauser, the points leader from the highest of highs in Nashville last week to the lowest of lows tonight. He will lose the points lead tonight. More importantly, he might very well be the gatekeeper entering Darlington. However, keep this in the back of your mind. He won at Nashville last week. If Mike Hauser can win at Darlington, he will be joining Colton Ward in the Final Four. The scenarios, God Almighty, will be here all night. If Cannon wins, Hauser, Farmer, or Fisher, one of them will be gone. Only to think about what could have been. If Mike Hauser wins next week, then I'm a firm believer that Farmer and Fisher will be going to the Final Four. And if Farmer or Fisher wins next week in Darlington, then I'm pretty confident Mike Hauser and the other one, whichever one of them two, will be going to Homestead. Again, you don't want to miss it, for sure. Cancel your plans. I mean, if it's a funeral or a wedding, okay, maybe don't cancel that. Until then, Appreciate everybody watching after what has been a hell of a night in Richmond. Colton Ward is going to Homestead for a championship. He will figure out the other 3 drivers next week who will join him to try to go for the second Inspire Cup Series championship. Until then, take it easy. We'll see you next week in Darlington, South Carolina at the Lady in Black. Take it easy and have a good one.